What's up guys, and in this video I'm going to be playing the last and final mission of Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, Day 8. And on this mission, Ryu forms a temporary alliance with the Regent, fights against Cliff, and Ryu has to defeat the goddess Canna. So yeah, that's the mission. Last thing is, I could make a video talking about why Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge is absolute garbage. However, I'm not sure if I want to do it. But with that said, let's begin with the playthrough.
Where am I?
We're on a JSDF destroyer in the infirmary.
You found me?
You were out there, floating, clinging to a piece of wreckage. Those wounds. I don't know how you made it, but here you are.
You saved my life. Thank you.
I'm just glad you're okay, Hayabusa.
Call me Ryu.
Okay. Ryu.
I couldn't save her. The man in the mask, he was Canna's father.
Theodore? It can't be.
Cliff brought him back from the dead. And I cut him down. I killed Canna's father right in front of her. She called me a murderer.
No!
Canna doesn't know who she is anymore. She's gone.
That was Canna. Maybe she's going to Japan, trying to find her way home.
Then we'll follow her.
But in your condition...
I made a promise to protect you and Canna.
Do you remember when Canna asked you to be her father?
Yeah.
She said if we were a family, we would all be together. Her, me, and you.
Family. Let's go. Let's bring Canna home.
I'll go tell the others.
Hey, the helicopter's ready. Time to go.
The giant creature that suddenly landed on the shores of Japan continues to turn Tokyo into an ocean of flame. Sources indicate that the unknown military units that came ashore may be connected to the mystery group that recently
Canna.
declared war against the world.
I can't get any closer! It's too dangerous!
This'll do. You heard him. This is where you get off.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
You know, in this mission I'll just skip past whatever enemy I can avoid fighting because this mission drags on for ages, so I'll try and make sure I don't waste as much time as possible. However, there are some areas where you're forced to clear out all enemies. For example, there is a car blocking the exit, so you have to clear out all the enemies before a car is automatically moved. And there's an area where you can kunai climb off the wall, but when there's enemies around, you will just fall straight off the wall and be forced to clear out all the enemies before climbing up the wall using kunai climb. I just wanted to mention that just in case if people are confused wondering why can't I escape this area when there's enemies. Yes, because you have to clear them out. You know, I completely forgot this is actually the last time you are entered into this shadow realm. Don't do what I do in this video, because I completely forgot you had to walk up to these fiends and attack them. That way it will trigger the upcoming cutscene automatically.
You've been burdened with my sins as well as your own, Father. You! Go!
Hurry, Hayabusa. You've set up your rendezvous. Just past the Bukito building to your north.
Okay, I'm going to be skipping this fight. Unfortunately, you can't avoid fighting these beasts because that card you see on the right is blocking the exit of this part of the area, so you have to fight them and clear them out, which I really hate fighting these to begin with. Right, I will switch to the Piercing Void Ninpo. There isn't really anything that I want to upgrade, and I'll line up these enemies and knock them down. Oh look, Muramasa's shop, that's so cool. Too bad you can't stop by at his shop to upgrade your weapons and buy healable items. Besides that, it is cool seeing Muramasa, although it's the very last mission of this game.
Tell me, what is that?
They call her the goddess.
But she bore the dragon sword. How? Only those with dragon blood in their veins can wield that blade.
They took my blood. And the dragon sword.
She has terrible strength, but her soul is not pure evil. I've heard it said that the power of the dragon sword can only kill that which is truly evil. Even if you get your sword back, you may not be able to finish her.
But I must try, nonetheless.
Because it is your duty as a dragon ninja?
Because I promised a little girl.
Oh, that is a fine reason. Then you'd best get going. You must have faith in the dragon sword and yourself.
I have to get Canna back. She's my daughter. I can't believe these bastards.
Aim for the vehicle! Take it out! Shoot the car!
Time to put the bow to good use. On this mission, well, this part of the mission, it's just a car ride and you're only gonna have to use your bow on this car ride to take out the enemies with the jetpacks, and the helicopters, you'll be seeing the helicopters in a little bit. Oh yeah, I did forget to mention that you have to take out trucks as well that come after you.
They're coming from behind. On the right. On the left now. They're coming from behind.
Are you okay?
I'm fine.
Get them! Get them! Take positions and attack!
Go, fast! What are you doing?
Okay. I trust you, Leo.
Stop! Hold on! Don't let him get away!
Your arm.
Forget it! Keep going!
I've got your back. I think we're in Shinjuku. Ryu! We did it.
Thanks, Mizuki.
No problem. Don't push yourself too hard, Ryu.
Do you ever give up, murderer? Still you thirst for blood, even in the state you're in.
Cliff?
See, I kept my promise to you, didn't I? I'm taking good care of Canna.
Don't play games! Cliff, surely you don't mean... Why? Why, Canna?
You really had no clue, did you? It was supposed to be your sister, Saya. But then she ran off with my brother. She couldn't bear to destroy the world with someone so dear to her in it. And our plans for a new world went to hell. But, thanks to their marriage, a better, a more pure specimen was born. Canna! I suppose you should know. The cells of the goddess's body, they came from your sister.
Saya?
Isn't it splendid? Your sister will be the goddess of the new world!
Cliff, you're insane!
Oh dear, oh dear. I will be Adam, and she, my Eve. The new Eden will be all ours. And you two will be dead.
Will be the one to die.
In the state you're in? I'd think not.
Behold, the new form of mankind. The old flesh shall be exterminated.
Alright, I'll switch to the Windblade's Ninpo. In terms of fighting Cliff, he's definitely one of the very few ground bosses in this game where you can slide out of the way when he tries to grab you, and you can use Steel and Bone to, defeat him faster. But it's the same method he used throughout all the ground bosses in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, where you have to slide up to him or slide up to them and inflict as little damage as possible before you get grabbed and completely fucked over. Not to mention, you have to keep repeating the process. Lastly, make sure you use meditation to recover some health you have lost. if you try and shoot Cliff with a bow, well, look what happens when you try to do that.
Do you remember who gave you that bow? So what will you do now, you primitive hero?
That's right, your bow disappears. It's not like you defeat Cliff and then you get your bow given back to you after defeating Cliff. No, your bow straight up disappears throughout the rest of this mission. Hell yeah, that's Cliff defeated.
Hayabusa!
Well, Cliff, it's time you returned my daughter.
You remember?
Why, Cliff?
You all like my brother so much. You and Canna and Saya, everyone. I just wanted to bask in that spotlight, to wear that mask and see the world through his eyes.
Did you love her? My sister?
Ha! No. If you do nothing, the world will die. If you kill the goddess, Canna will die. All things come to an end. Goodbye.
I suppose we should do introductions.
So you're still alive?
I am. More or less.
Theodore.
It's been a while, Mizuki.
I've got so many questions, so many things to ask.
That can wait. First, we need to do something about those injuries. We can't have that pretty face spoiled by scars.
I don't have time for that.
Wouldn't you agree, Hayabusa?
I'll be right back.
Let's go, Hayabusa.
Sorry for all the trouble I caused you.
Forget it.
All right. Guess that's a dragon ninja for you.
I'm going to be skipping this fight because you can skip it if you want, and I'm going to be skipping it. I don't really want to waste time fighting these enemies, and there's a good chance I will be losing a large amount of health. and I'll be skipping this fight too. It's skippable, you can actually do that, which I'm so glad I can skip those 2 fights and this fight as well.
I feel like I've woken up.
However, this fight you can't skip. Unfortunately, there is no save station after you clear out all these beasts. So before you kunai climb up the wall to face off against the 3 whip chicks, and if you defeat all 3 of them once, you have to defeat all 3 of them again, which is very annoying. And I do want to mention that if you lose a ton of health against these beasts, well, you're gonna have to, meditate to recover as much health as possible, because sadly there is no save station before you kunai climb up the wall. So if you're low in health and you want to go up against the whip chicks, make sure you meditate, because that's the only way you can heal. And if you keep dying, well, the only way to solve this issue is to quit the game, load the previous checkpoint of this mission, and make sure you don't take loads of damage from whatever enemies you're facing off against, because there is no save station to heal all of the health you have lost, so you're just gonna have to deal with it. I have no clue why Team Ninja thought it would be a great idea to not include save station before the kunai climb. Let's see if there's anything else worth upgrading. No. I mean, there is the Kasari Gun and the Lunar Staff I can unlock to level 2, but there is no point because I won't use it. Fighting against all 3 of these whip chicks really sucks, because these whip chicks do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful, and for some reason, if you're locking onto one whip chick, it just randomly attacks the other whip chick, which is just really stupid. I don't know why the camera works against you in this game so often, especially during this encounter. It's very frustrating to have that happen all the time. Also, I do want to mention that if you clear out all 3 of these whip chicks, you think that's the end? No. You have to fight all 3 whip chicks a second time. Now yes, you fight them only twice, but you don't even get a save station in between fighting the first 3 whip chicks and then fighting all 3 whip chicks a second time. Like, it's already AIDS enough to have to deal with these whip chicks the first time. The second time is even worse. Also, if you're very low in health after clearing out all 3 whip chicks the first time, and you have to deal with all 3 whip chicks again, you just have to deal with the fact that you're low in health and try to, you know, complete this battle without dying, especially if you're on the brink of death, which sucks. The only way you can get past this is by hitting the whip tricks little by little, then sliding away into cover and meditating constantly, and have the Regent, Theodore, distract them. Thank God that's over. Dealing with those whip chicks was pure AIDS.
Canna's in there. The field seems to have been cast with high-level Enochian magic. Yet this cannot go on. Let's go.
What are you doing?
Now that I'm here, I understand. It's just as Cliff said! We can't save Canna! Not anymore! When she wakes, she will destroy the world! It is your fate to use that sword to cut down my daughter! To kill her! As her father, I cannot allow that to happen.
It's very unfortunate that you have to, once again, make sure you have plenty of health left over for the next boss fight and the final boss fight. And the final boss fight is against Canna, because if you don't have plenty of health left over against Canna after defeating the Regent, you will struggle a lot more. So make sure you have plenty of health left over against Canna. And there is no save station after defeating the Regent for the last time, which sucks. Once again, I don't know why Team Ninja didn't even bother to put a save station after defeating the Regent and unlocking the True Inferno.
The curse. Damn! The grip of murder is such a pain in the ass to undo.
You wanted this.
It's my atonement. Now, for Canna. The rest is in your hands.
What was the point of Ryu throwing off his mask? Hell yeah, I've unlocked the True Inferno. No, there is nothing that I want to upgrade. Also, Team Ninja should have put a save station somewhere here before Canna slashes down the building you were standing on. Now, I do want to mention that if you defeat the Regent and you're low on health, your health recovers halfway, which is very unfortunate. It's like, you know, the game should have fully refilled your health, which is, you know, much better than having it halfway refilled. I really hate this section for three main reasons. Number one, the requirement of key needed to activate the True Inferno. It is way too much to fill up the Ninpo bar to activate the True Inferno. You need to kill a ton of enemies, and these enemies themselves are really annoying to deal with because they jump over you, they can explode if you don't take them out with an obliteration technique. You know, using ultimate techniques on those enemies is really bad for filling up the key gauge, because it's very small, the amount of key gauge that fills up when you use the ultimate technique. So the faster way to fill up your Ninpo gauge is by using obliteration techniques on these archfiends, and use Steel on Bone. However, Steel on Bone I feel like is kind of difficult, especially when you have Canna slamming down her hand on Ryu or trying to do so, so you have to worry about that, and worry about the projectiles that keep flying out the sky, which is very aggravating to have to deal with. Speaking of the projectiles that fly from the sky and try to hit you, this is the second reason why I hate this section so much, is because the amount of projectiles that fly from the sky is absurd. You really have to be on high alert at all times. You have to make sure to kill all of these enemies with obliteration techniques, because if you don't, they will explode on the player and you will lose a ton of health after they explode in your face, so you have to deal with that. Deal with Canna slamming down her hand and potentially hitting you, causing you to lose a significant amount of health. And the projectiles from the sky are just attacking the player or trying to attack the player. It just sucks. dealing with those projectiles trying to hurt you. Last and final reason as to why I hate this section, and that is because of Canna. Because she tries to hit you with a hand which you have to avoid, as well as avoiding the projectiles and killing those archfiends, and make sure they don't latch onto you and explode, causing you to lose a good amount of health, which really sucks. Pairing all of that up, it is a nightmare blunt rotation. Lastly, hearing Canna scream over and over and over again is so irritating to listen to, especially when you keep dying to this part and have to hear it over and over again. No joke, this part took me over an hour to complete. I'm not even joking. It's that difficult. Side note, I do think Team Ninja should have allowed the player to recover some health after performing an obliteration technique on an opponent. Like, it doesn't need to be a large amount of health, it can be the same amount of health as you recover after performing a steel on bone. It would make obliteration techniques far more useful, and one of the very few ways you can heal in this game. However, sadly, Team Ninja didn't think to implement this feature in this game. Alright, now that I have Bloody Rage, let's use it. Oh, god damn it, I wasted it. And I didn't mean to try and hit Canna's hand with the Bloody Rage, but the game thought I did for some reason. Thank god the Ninpo Gauge is full, and I can be done with this boss fight. I will mention that Canna has a new attack. Instead of summoning the Archfiends for you to kill her with the summon of the True Inferno, this time she has the giant dragon sword she will use to swipe at you, and within a couple of swipes you're dead if you get hit by them, so make sure you slide under it. And make sure you attack Canna's hand when she slams it down on top of the building Ryu is standing on top of while avoiding those projectiles. And I do want to mention this, at some point during this boss fight, Canna will slam her hand onto the building Ryu is standing on top of, so make sure you get out of the way when that happens, because the building will collapse when she slams her hand, so be sure to dodge that. And there is a big indicator on the building, like you see there's some cracked pieces on the roof, so make sure to get out of the way while you can.
Oh, my Canna! Oh, Canna!
Leaving already?
I've done what I came to do.
You are not a murderer. You're not exactly a hero either. Guess that's what it means to be a ninja. But you saved both of their lives, so thanks.
Canna! Oh, Canna. It's over, baby. It's all over now.
Where's Ryu? I said some bad things to him. Is that why he left?
He will always be with you, watching over you.
Really?
Ryu made a promise, didn't he? He said he'd always protect you. And me too. Forever and ever.
Let's go! Day 8 is cleared, and it took me a long time to complete this mission. Thanks for watching, hopefully you've enjoyed this playthrough. The Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge playthrough is now over. Thank goodness, I really hated playing this game from start to finish. It really sucked. Again, I could make a video talking about why this game is absolute trash, but for now, I'll just keep it as the gameplay sucked. I hated the enemies, they were all unfun to fight, and the bosses too sucked. The ninpo was changed for the sake of innovation, which they shouldn't have done. But that's about it. In the next video, I'll be playing Mortal Kombat 9. So yeah, see you in the next one, take care.